Hi guys, it's Romina. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm gonna be experimenting with nail foils and stamping. So I got these foils on Amazon. I will link them in the description below so you can check them out. There are 4 boxes and you have 10 different rolls in each box. So you get a lot of different colors, a lot of finishes, and also some gradients. So it's a lot of variety. I also got this Moyra foil in a solid color. So I got these tips. I paint them with 2 coats and matte top coat. I'm gonna use a stamper and a scraper, and I'm just gonna try it first with the regular stamping polish. This is from WhatsApp Nails, and what I'm gonna do is just to show you that this is very opaque. It stamps super well, but in the moment that I was trying to transfer this foil, which is basically immediately after I stamp it, it did not work out very well. So you could see that the polish dry out very fast, so there's no enough time for the foil to adhere. So this is the result, and it didn't work out so much. So for the stamping part, I'm gonna be using the Moyra foil polish for stamping. This is a black polish. It dries by air, but it's labeled for professional use only. Even though I got it on WhatsApp Nails, which is a website that sells nail products and is open to everyone, this polish contains some of the allergen components that you can find on gel polish. Just be careful because this product shouldn't touch your skin. So always be careful when handling this product. Use liquid latex or any protective barrier around your skin. Use gloves if you have already an allergy, or if you don't have it, just to avoid any contact with your skin. Also, when you clean up your plates, try to use a tool so your fingers are not in direct contact with this product. Honestly, I read these ingredients after I did this test, but I thought it will be important just to add it here so you could be careful when you use it. Here I'm just trying the first design. This is the first one that I show you with the regular stamping polish before. And so the recommendations for this products are that you could wait a little bit. If you do it immediately after you stamp it, it's not gonna work out. It's still gonna be wet, and the foil is gonna stick to the polish and rip it off. Okay, so you have to wait between 10 to 20 seconds before you put the foil on it. And as you see here, it's working pretty well. So I don't have any black spots, only purple ones with this foil. So I think it worked out pretty good. For my next design, I'm gonna do these stars. So this is also a negative space. What it surprised me about this product is that, as you can see, the stamping is not very opaque as the stamping polish will be. So this is more similar to a regular polish when you stamp with them and they're not very pigmented. But in this case, the transfer of the foil worked absolutely amazing. It looks beautiful. This is a blue foil that has some designs on it, and I think it really looks gorgeous. I didn't have any issues transferring. This was the first time that I tried, and I didn't have to repeat any of the process. For my next design, I'm gonna be using this also negative space, these flames. So you can see here again, the polish is very thin. It seems to be not very opaque, but it stamps super well. You don't have any issues picking up the design. And then I chose this gold foil. So I'm just pressing them against the figure. I think you still have to tap it a little bit in the spots that you have left. There is a silicone tool that people often use to like rub the foil onto the nail. I didn't want to do it in this case because I'm working with regular polish underneath. Even though they're very dry, I didn't want to smudge it or just to ruin it. So I think that will work better with gel. But this is the result. I think it covered the whole design, so it worked out pretty good. So now for my next 2 designs, I'm gonna be stamping outlines of an image. Until now, I've only done negative spaces, but it stamped the outline super well, as you can see here. These are some birds from a Moyra stamping plate as well. Here I'm just rubbing into the foil. I'm not using a lot of force to do that. I'm just lightly tapping this against the polish. If you have a lot of spaces that are with the polish, you can go back and just keep tapping in the areas that are not covered until you get full coverage. I didn't have any issues with this foil. I think the combination is absolutely beautiful, and here is the result. For my last design, I'm also gonna be using the outline of an image. In this case, I'm using these leaves, very pretty design, and I have a brown background, and I'm gonna put a gold foil on top. So here I'm just tapping against the polish. As I told you, you could use a silicone tool or a Q-tip, something that you could use to rub in better the product. But if you don't have any materials, I'm just showing you like the basic technique, which is basically using your finger, and it worked out pretty good. You can see here on my foil that you got all the outline there, and just tap in a little bit more if you have some spaces with the polish only. And look at the result, it's super beautiful. I got all the design covered with the foil. So here are all the tips that I did today. I think they turned out pretty good. Just be mindful of the safety things that I told you before about this polish. Honestly, I think it worked out. I had some residue on the background in some of the nails. I don't know where's that coming from, because honestly there wasn't any stickiness in the background. So from all the foils that I got from Amazon, some of them are not usable. Some of them came with a lot of defects, with a lot of holes on it, so they're not the best quality, but I think they work fine for the stamping that I needed to do. Now for the top coat, I used this Smudge Free top coat, but I realized that actually it's smudged the foils, so I got tint all over it, so I had to do another one. And I tried with the fast dry top coat and I didn't have any issues. This is gel setter from Essie. It also works with Good to Go by Essie. I tried them both, and you can see here the shine of all the designs with the chrome effect that the foil gives them. I really like the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.